As social media saturation continues to grow, so does the ad revenue that sites like Facebook and Twitter haul in because outside companies use their sites for marketing and advertising. These ads are targeted towards each specific user based on personal information. Talk about the end of privacy. But here's the kicker. These social media websites encourage you to give out as much personal information as you're willing to give in order to keep the advertisement fires burning. And more users storing personal information online means more opportunities for identity thieves to access that information.
And it's a trade-off. Until people start leaving the company because of they're afraid of their personal information being shared, or there's too much advertising, then their company can keep making more money by having more and more advertising.
With little government oversight on privacy, social networking sites are able to freely pursue their main goal of ad revenues without having to properly protect their users. For example, Instagram, which was recently acquired by Facebook, now requires users to submit a government-issued photo ID for users who forget their passwords. And who's to say that might not end up in the wrong hands?
Facebook is probably the most vulnerable. It's also the one that people, for whatever reason, tend to put most of their core information onto. So it's definitely a vulnerable point.
This rise in identity theft is largely due to the risks that social network users are exposing themselves to. A recent study showed that more than half the people using sites like Facebook or Twitter publicly share their birthday info, while others are willing to share their phone numbers. And it doesn't take much of your personal information for a thief to break in.
A good hacker, it's really easy. The challenge has often been getting just 3 identifying pieces of information together to triangulate enough to pull out of a database. But most users on Facebook are putting 5 and 6 and 7 in one account.
While some of this information may seem a little bit unnerving, this doesn't mean that you have to go and delete all of your social media profiles and go off the grid. What it does mean, however, is that you need to be more aware and careful about the personal information that you are posting on the internet. And there are simple steps that you can take that can help you stay more protected. Don't give out your social security or driver's license information unless it's absolutely necessary. Use unique passwords for each profile. Try to avoid listing personal information that could aid hackers, such as your birth date or home address. Don't store your credit card information on these sites. And perhaps most importantly, be careful about who your friends are and only connect with those that you know and trust. As social networks expand and identity theft continues to rise, be smart about what you post to the online world, because you never know who's looking. Adam Lucas, News Team Boulder.